You see the virtual tour. Oh, hang on, let me teach y'all the psychotic intro. Y'all see we're live on tour. You see the virtual tour background. You hear the virtual tour music, and then there is me. Hi, everybody. Welcome in. Glad to have you here. So I have my Campo Veo Brut champagne. So we are going to crack it live on camera. So I hope you have your drink of choice for wherever you have here. Give me a moment as I get my cup so we get ready to celebrate here live. Oh, this should be a fun one. I didn't think I would do the first show of the year live, but I mean, hey, this is where we are. We are live on tour, so give me a moment. Okay, so we're going to crack this open live. So I don't know how this is going to go, but okay. Happy New Year, everybody. Glad to have all y'all here. I still wanted to come through and give y'all at least a show because I know not everybody has their family and their friends. I was with some friends tonight. We had a good time. We played some Smash Brothers. Met a new brother from Arkansas. Very cool dude. And then they played this game called Pickle Park. We played Super Mario Brother All Stars. So this is probably going to bubble. So I probably. All right, y'all ready? Oh Lord, ready? Okay, 3, 2, 1. Oh! Told y'all. We're live on tour. We are live on tour, everybody. Happy New Year to each and every one of you. I think that went well. I think that went quite well for what it was. Happy New Year. Yes, you see stains on me, so I'm going to cover that up there. We are live on tour. Oh, that's not enough champagne for me. Happy New Year, y'all. We have made it to 2024. This champagne toast is for all of you who have lost a lot, who have gained a lot, who were lost and didn't know you could find yourself, and to those of you who found yourself and then you lost yourself. So to all of you, cheers. And happy damn New Year to each and every single one of you. How y'all feeling? We are into a brand new year. Let me get my good friends of the collab up too, because I said Happy New Year to them. So we're going to go in live to the Onyx collab. Get them going here. So let me open it up. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. I have to make the room. Happy New Year, everybody. We'll see if they're up. If not, that's totally fine. I totally understand it. And today is 12:35. Hey, everybody. Welcome in. Happy New Year to you. Just getting the Onyx collab together here on Clubhouse. How are y'all doing? It is Monday, January 1st, 2024, the first show of the year. I'm not right at 12, but basically the first show of the year, just getting the room together. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Oh, thank you, May, June, July. I appreciate you. And thank y'all for stopping by. And thank y'all for not being upset with me. You know, I spent time tonight with some good friends of mine that I hadn't seen in a long time. I just didn't know what the vibe was going to be. And my friend said, be social. I'm like, I don't want to hang out with anybody. Because really, I want to hang out with all of you, right? But when I saw that you guys came through the chat and still wanted to say Happy New Year to me, I felt that, you know what, everything was going to be okay. And sometimes Braylon can be wrong. And sometimes Braylon needs to live a little bit and enjoy life, right? So welcome in. Glad to have you here, y'all. We got a lot of hot topics. These were the hot topics I was going to talk about leading up to the new year. But, hey, guess what? We can still talk about these topics because they're still fire. So let me get the room together for the Onyx collab. Glad to have y'all here. This is for all of you. Cheers to all of you for coming into a brand new year. Hang on, let me get Mary together here in the Onyx collab. No, be like, Braylon, why are you so late? I was living a life. Just clear there. All right. Happy New Year, everybody. Okay. There we go. Hey, fellow collaborators. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. I'm live on YouTube and in Clubhouse. Happy New Year. All right, you guys. There you go. Man, this is good champagne. So, give me a moment as I get my orange juice here because we're going to have a little bit of a mimosa. So, we're going to have a little bit of a mimosa, a midnight mimosa. Yes. How are y'all doing? Did y'all watch the ball drop? Are you out with friends right now? Are you at the house? What are you guys up to on this lovely morning here? What are you guys up to on this lovely morning here? Would love to hear how your New Year's Eve is going. Hey, Colton James, good to see you, brother. Hopefully all is well with you. Hopefully all is well with you. I'm about to get my orange juice ahead. A good mimosa never hurt anybody. Good mimosa never hurt anybody. So we are live on tour. Glad to have all of you here. Thank you for your patience. I'm sorry I'm getting everything adjusted. Hello. Okay, y'all can hear me in the Onyx collab. Awesome. So, glad to have all you here for the first show of the year. Sorry for the setup and the mess here. But we are live on tour. We are live. Y'all give me a moment. Sorry. There's a lot going on. Oh, okay. All right, let me get my hoodie on. And I talked to my family and said Happy New Year to them. Love them very much as well. All right, Phyllis, good night to you. I'm going to be up for at least an hour or so. Be up for at least an hour. I appreciate y'all coming through, though. Much love to each and every one of you for doing that. I'm going to have both earpieces in for the Onyx collab and this, so it's going to be a little bit multitasking. All right. I think I have my setup. I think I have my setup. Happy New Year. Black women are in the building. By the way, y'all, I just want to say this. Black women in the building is going to be a great content creator. You heard me. She did a live earlier today, and I said I was going to be there. And when I make a commitment, I honor it. And she did a wonderful, wonderful job. Had a wonderful time there. Gave away some great prizes as well. Y'all check out Black Women Are in the Building. Will be a wonderful, wonderful content creator. I mean, every word of what I just said to y'all. Amen. Amen. So, y'all ready? I got my champagne here. Got my champagne mimosa. First mimosa of the year. Are y'all ready for some hot topics? Because I'm ready for some hot topics. Type a one if y'all ready to go on a special tour live right now. Type in a one because I'm gonna be up for at least a good damn hour because we're going on tour. I meant to do this at 9, but in the same token, it wouldn't hurt to do this for the first show of the year. I don't know if I'm gonna do a show at 11 a.m. because I just got in the house, but then again, y'all know how I do and how I roll and how I get down. So, all right, so let's do this here. Hang on, let me get myself adjusted. I gotta get my charger because y'all, I literally just got into his house, so I gotta plug in my laptop charger. But how y'all doing? How y'all doing? Did you watch the ball drop? You call your family and friends? I got to talk to my family for a little bit. They didn't know I was in Akron with some friends, but I got to talk to them and hearing their voices and carrying their energy and being around them in any capacity makes me smile. I really mean that. They are the best people in the world. That's made me into the brother that I am today for all of you. So give it up to my mom, my dad, and my sister. Without them, there is no Braylon me. I mean that. Love my family very damn much. And yes, I'm a mama's boy. Let's get that straight. I'm my daddy's son, and I'm a sister's brother. Understand? So, with that being said, let's go on touring, y'all. We got a lot to talk about. Y'all ready? Let's do what we do here. First show of the year right now. So we're going to start off with something that kind of got to me a little bit here. Because, I mean, my Lord, it's been so many women coming forward. Paula Abdul sues Nigel Lithgow for allegedly sexually assaulting her as a judge on American Idol. This comes to us from blackenterprise.com. The lawsuit filed in Los Angeles court details 2 separate incidents of alleged assault. Paula Abdul has lodged a lawsuit against Nigel Lithgow for allegedly sexually assaulting her while she was a judge on American Idol, and so you think can dance under him as an executive. In court documents obtained by Page 6 from the December 29th filing, so literally like 2 days before today, the new year, she claims Lithgow forced himself onto her multiple occasions, and the details were revealed to a Los Angeles court. Abdul, 61, opened up about the first alleged assault that occurred during the audition stages of one of Idol's initial seasons. She recalled that Lithgow allegedly pushed her against a hotel elevator and forcefully fondled her while trying to initiate a kiss. Lithgow shoved Abdul against the wall, then grabbed her genitals, her breasts, and began shoving his tongue down her throat. The court documents stated Abdul attempted to push Lithgow away from her. When the doors to the elevator for her opened, Abdul ran out of the elevator into her hotel room. Abdul quickly called one of the representatives in tears to inform them of the assault. The entertainer and judge explained that she refrained from continuing to push her allegations of the incident because she worried that he would retaliate by firing her from the show. The opposite track singer continued to claim that the now 74-year-old executive sexually assaulted her again after she bagged a deal to Just So You Think You Can Dance. The lawsuit states that Abdul said Lithgow invited her to his home after hours under the disguise about talking about further career opportunities for her. She attended because she thought that it would be for work. However, toward the end of the meeting, Lithgow forced himself on top of Abdul while she was seated on his couch and attempted to kiss her while proclaiming the two would make an excellent power couple. Abdul pushed Lithgow off of her, explaining that she was not interested in his advances, and immediately left. So, y'all, I mean, like I said before, this year has been the year of woman, right? We had P. Diddy, we had Jonathan Majors, we had anyone and everyone. And if you remember American Idol, I think it came out, 2002? It came out in 2002. And I remember how big the series was. I mean, it was to the point where 30 million people voted each week. Do y'all remember when American Idol used to have performance shows and then the result show. Now ABC, they combine the performance and the result show in one show. That's stupid as hell because they want everybody in America to vote at the same time. No, it's stupid because honestly, that one day could save your favorite contestant and it builds anticipation. Like American Idol back then was primetime TV. It's still primetime TV now, but I don't think it has the capacity, capability, and comprehension of primetime television, where it's like, oh my God, okay, I voted 10 times. I hope it changes. But now it's just like, okay, all right. And literally the result shows like 10 minutes. Really? I remember when they drug out the results on American Idol. But if Nigel Lycko did do this, then he should be fired from So You Think He Can Dance. And we have to say ends up until proven guilty because we are too quick to judge. But I mean, Nigel Lycko, I mean, bruh, like, I can't. So, y'all, and all the topics I got, these were all the topics that we're going to talk about leading up to the year. So, y'all, this is the first show of the year. Welcome in. Glad to have all of you here. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. By the way, y'all have been digging in to the review. 700 views, I think, on that video, and not to mention 1,000 views on my Martell video. Thank you all so much. You know, it's really a crying shame that a 29-year-old has more common sense than the grown man that had the woman. That this young brother's talking about. By the way, if y'all want to know what champagne I'm drinking, Campo Viejo Brut Champagne is good, dry, or chilled, okay? So, let's roll on to the next topic now. Trigger warning, everybody, because I know people are going to have their say with this next story. Ray Rice to be honored by the Ravens nearly 10 years after domestic violence incident. So, for those of you who may not remember the Ray Rice situation, this was where him and his ex were in an elevator. You see it right there. A very graphic photo, a horrible graphic photo there. Ray Rice will be honored by the Baltimore Ravens this weekend in front of fans. This almost up to 10 years. Almost 10 years after, rather, he infamously knocked out his significant other in a elevator. The ex-star has been tapped to be the focus of Sunday's Legend of the Game ceremony at M&T Bank Stadium, where they formally recognized his achievements both on and off the field during and after his time with the team, which ended in 2014. But this is the brutal attack. So, just a trigger warning to everybody of what you're about to see. So that is the girlfriend Ray Rice there. That's Ray Rice going into the elevator. Some pedestrians there, some passerbys. So there's Ray Rice in the elevator. That's his girlfriend there, knocking his girlfriend into the elevator. Trigger warning, y'all. I remember when this happened. I mean, this was this ricocheted through the NFL. It still is just as disgusting as the first time I saw it. Dragging her and laying her out there. And y'all, look at this right here. I mean, just her whole behind showing, a shoe on a loose. I mean, just no care at all. And that passerby, I guess, is wondering what's going on, and just the carelessness there. I mean, just I don't get why. I don't get why the Ravens are honoring this behavior. It's quite frankly sad, disgusting, and trifling, and tacky, and it's too many words to name, quite frankly. So here's a little bit more here. She regains her consciousness. I think this is a security guard here. Trying to see if there's anything else happening. So some more things here, but yeah, that's basically the incident. Um, Quite a sad display there. His professional accolades are unquestioned: three-time Pro Bowler, and Super Bowl champ, among other impressive stats. But the obvious question is he worthy of the spotlight after his horrible domestic violence incident? The Ravens seem to think he's earned a second chance. The team's own article on this major news is quoted as saying Rice is recognized for the player he was and for the redemption he has worked towards. Out of the public eye, Rice has been working on himself, his relationship with the community. On that front, Rice has become an incredibly philanthropic person and around Baltimore since 2014, having contributed to a number of charitable organizations, speaking on behalf of important causes, preventing domestic violence, and contributing mildly to local youth lives. Rice has also acknowledged how wrong he was for punching his then girlfriend, now wife, Janae Palmer. So she has stayed with him, which left her completely unconscious. He now says, I truly understand why I was let go and why so many hearts changed, but hopefully people can see where I'm at now. They said people can change, right? I'm not the same person I was 10, 12 years ago. That's not who I am. He says, I'm trying to be the best version of myself in 2013. If y'all look at this picture of 2013, you see all the smiles of this baby. Is like, why am I in this picture? Why am I here? I'm not here for this. I'm not here for here, there, or anywhere. The baby I am. I'm not here for this. I don't like this. That's what that baby is saying. Okay. Ravens president Shice Brown, as he was also consistently in the community giving back. Importantly, after Ray's incident, he owned it on his own accord. Ray undertook critical work within himself to bring awareness and to educate others on domestic violence. Nothing will change his past making regular. Ray's work has allowed him to atone for his action, rebuild relationships personally, professionally, including with Ravens. Ray has returned to Baltimore before a um, Legends of Fame ceremony, nobly 2018, when he attended on behalf of others, being honored and receiving a warm welcome from fans. Of course, not everyone is thrilled about his latest return to the city, calling to question, celebrate him, regardless of the changes he made, the council apologies issued. Well, I mean, listen, I do believe people have the right to have a second chance, but also too, like y'all saw the video, how graphic it was. Um, it's tricky, right? Because Baltimore Ravens do have that history with Ray Rice as a player, but also too, it's like if you recognize this, then what does that say about the Baltimore Ravens? Do they allow domestic violence behavior? And I'm not saying that they do, right? But in the same token, it is something to behold where you have to really hold yourself to account, right, with what you do. So I'm looking at Instagram because I got some people saying Happy New Year to me. Um, Let me post a Happy New Year here on Instagram. I'll do that a little bit later here. But yeah, so I listen, Baltimore Ravens, you can do what you do, but I don't think I would do it because it does reopen wounds, you know what I mean? But hey, then again, if you guys are honoring him for the player that he was, then do what you do, right? So that's just me. So that is that topic. Okay, this next one is triggering. This next one is triggering. This comes to us from blackenterprise.com. Mississippi mother refuses to sign probation terms for 18-year-old charged with public urination. That's right, you saw it right. Mississippi mother refuses to sign probation terms for 10-year-old charged with public urination. The terms included prohibitions on weapons, discretionary drug tests, and the 8 p.m. curfew over Christmas. Latoya E. Edison, mother of 10-year-olds Quantavious Edison, has refused to sign a probation agreement imposed by the judge after her son was charged for urinating in public. The family's attorney, Carlos Moore, The attorney general Carlos Moore announced a refusal on December 26th and asked for the charge to be dismissed. Quantavious, who is black, was sentenced on December 12th by Judge Rusty Harlow to 3 months probation and a book report on Kobe Bryant. The harsh terms were similar to what a criminal would receive, including prohibitions on weapons, discretionary drug tests, and an 8 p.m. curfew over Christmas. According to his mother, Quantavious urinated behind her car on August 10th. Oh, August 10th, that's my birthday, Lord help. While she visited a lawyer's office in Centobia, Mississippi. I've never heard of that place. No shade, I just never heard of it before. Police saw him and arrested him, putting the 10-year-old frying youngster in a squad car holding him at the station, though he was not handcuffed. Days later, the police chief admitted the officers mishandled the incident and said one officer was no longer employed by the department as a result. Prosecutors had threatened to upgrade the charge from child in need of supervision to disorderly conduct if the family child sentence. However, after reviewing the full probation agreement, Toya felt if treated her young son as a criminal. After reviewing the full probation agreement, Latoya felt it treated her young son as a criminal and declined to sign. Attorney Moore filed a motion to dismiss the case entirely or take it to a trial. A hearing is scheduled for January 16th, 2024. Moore believes the harsh sentence probation terms were inappropriate for a child and has called for the charge to be dropped rather than risk further penalizing Quantavious. The 10-year-old's family hopes the case will be thrown out and that he will face no further punishment for the minor incident. You know, honestly, this is a 10-year-old kid. And honestly, like, do y'all not remember the young lady that got pushed and ended up passing away, during the riots? There was a car that ran through the crowd and there was a woman that passed away. Like, really? This was a 10-year-old that urinated in public. Do you not know what's happening in New York City right now? All that confetti has flown about an hour ago, and Ryan Seacrest and Rita Ora are live in Times Square right now, and there are people at Applebee's and Dave & Buster's and at hotels doing anything and everything right now. There's probably somebody urinating in public in Times Square. You know what they do in New Orleans, Louisiana? They're about to relate the good times roll, baby, with Mardi Gras. They throw beads when women show their breasts. So, like, really, it's a 10-year-old. There are people committing kidnappings. There are people committing sex trafficking crimes. There are people committing grand theft auto. There's a wonderful channel called Dreading. Watch Dreading. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to Dreading. You guys will see some crimes on there that will make you say, you know what, this 10-year-old did nothing. So I hope they do drop the charges, because at this point, it just makes no sense to me. It just makes no sense to me at all. So, this next story here, shout out to California for doing this, and I think that more police should be doing this, okay? More police should definitely be doing this. So I'm just waiting for it to load. And welcome in, everybody. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. I was out with some friends tonight, and I said, hey, listen, we're still going to do this show, but we're going to do the first show of the year. So all these topics were topics that I was going to do anyway. Leading up to the brand new year, but instead, hey, guess what? This is the first show of the year. So glad to have all of you here. Oh, I'm so sorry. I wasn't in frame there. Glad to have you here. And listen, I know the replay gang will watch this because it is the first show of the year. All right. So let's share this story. So, California, shout out to California. Police in California will be required by law to disclose reason for traffic stop. This mandate eliminates police asking the common phrase, you know why I pulled you over. As California gears up for the new year, a series of new laws will come into effect, including one that changes the dynamics of traffic stops. Starting January 1st, 2024, today, Police officers in California will be required to inform drivers of the reason of pulling them over before initiating question. As for Assembly Bill 2773, signed by Governor Gavin Newsom 2022, according to ABC 10, the new law aims to curb situations where minor traffic violations are used as a pretext for investigating other potential offenses. This requirement forces officers to document the stop and communicate the reason to the driver up front, eliminate the common phrase, I pulled you over. Assembly member Chris Holden, the bill's author, emphasized the importance of equity and accountability during 2022 hearing, saying, "I believe the confrontation between law enforcement and the public begins because people of color are being asked to surrender their civil rights, and they do not even know why they are being stopped, but they are forced to comply." While the law is seen as a step toward accountability, some critics argue that it may not be a significant game changer. Community activist Barry Addisis acknowledges the law's impact but expresses concern about its effectiveness, saying tightening steps in the right direction, but what is the direction? Because there are too many gray areas. How am I going to be able to dispute that this officer was pulling me over illegally? Legislation makes an exception, allowing California police to withhold the reason for a stop if it's deemed necessary, rather to protect life and property from an imminent threat. Community activists at TVS points out that while the law addresses a part of the issue, there is still room for bias during traffic stops, emphasizing the need for more specific laws to tackle this concern. Sacramento law enforcement agencies claim that they've already incorporated the law into their training. A spokesperson for the Sacramento Police Department stated, "We believe we provide great customer service." Customer service? I would say that's more civil engagement or more civic engagement than anything else. But okay. Um, and that's why we've implemented the Central Academy Department training. However, California State Sheriff's Association in 2022 hearing deemed the law strict, arguing that it prohibits officers from asking questions or making requests for disclosing the reason for the stop. As these changes come into effect, California anticipates the increased transparency and accountability in law enforcement interactions with the public. So, like I said, I am proud of California for standing up for this, for doing the right thing, because at the beginning, middle, end of the day, we can officially admit that there are cops that have offed black people unnecessarily, and because of that, there are black people that are no longer here that should still be here, right? So I do agree with the fact that thankfully that California is stepping up to do the right thing, right? So let me oh, beautiful. That is absolutely wonderful. People are saying Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Happy New Year for sure. So, like I said, proud California. Hopefully, this becomes more of a law in more states than just California. I think it's black. So let's keep rolling. We are live on tour. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Yes, indeed. So this next story, y'all know Fantasia is in the color purple, the movie, but she had a reason why she hated starring the color purple on Broadway. This comes to us from page 6. She was filmed blue during her Broadway run. Fantasia Barrino revealed Saturday that she hated playing Celie in the Broadway rendition of The Color Purple in 2007 because trauma from a sexual assault that resurfaced when she took on the role. That was around the time when my life was so crazy. It was almost like carrying my cross as Celie's cross. I didn't know how to come out of the character. Barrino 39 told People magazine. Nevertheless, Barrino reprised her role as Celie, who was also the victim of sexual assault in the Color Purple film, which was released last week. The songstress revealed that she almost did accept the part when director Belize um, Woolsey asked her to star in the film. Um, I was like, I'm not sure if I can do it if I want to, Marino told People magazine. However, Wazoo was able to change her mind by saying he would tweak Celi's story. He showed me he was giving Celia imagination this go around for Orange to see how she got through, Marino said. As she was all in after seeing the changes, Marino commented that while playing character is still taxing, it also helped her work through her struggles. I had just started trauma therapy, Marino explained, that go back into your childhood and start helping you heal things you've forgotten or suppressed that are hindering you from adulthood. I had to stop therapy, allow Silly to be my life coach. And so apparently, um, Taraji P. Henson's character, Suge Avery, and Celie are in a relationship that is the legendary Daniel Brooks there. Um, on top of the trauma of the sexual assault, which Marino revealed in her 2005 memoir, Life is Not a Fairy Tale, and I think there was a Lifetime movie based on that as well. The American Idol alum also had to undergo surgery to remove two tumors that had developed in her vocal cords during the Broadway show. A North Carolina native rose to fame by winning season three of American Idol 2004. She won a Grammy in 2011 for Best Female R&B Vocal Performance. She's nominated for a Golden Globe for Best Actress, Motion Picture, Comedy, or Musical for her performance in The Color Purple. Winners will be announced next week. The movie is an adaptation of Alice Walker's novel Color Purple. So some people did not know what this version was going to be. This is an adaptation of the play on Broadway. So if you saw the play on Broadway, it's basically the play on Broadway in a movie format, in a film format, right? So it wasn't taking the original movie and switching it up too much, right? So Whoopi Goldberg played Celie in the 1985 version, securing an Oscar nomination. Look at Fantasia there, just beautifully chocolate and gorgeous. Marino, meanwhile, made headlines for claiming that she and her family were racially profiled by Airbnb host. My stomach is so uneasy this morning as I'm riding back home in the cold and rain. Marino, Marino wrote in a lengthy Twitter post on December 17th. I don't say much when people do me wrong. I can't stay quiet on how my family and I were just treated. With a host from Airbnb helped try kicking my kids and I out until midnight. Airbnb responded to the tweet saying the company does not condone discrimination in any way that would launch an investigation. So hopefully that investigation will end up happening. I think that, discrimination is wrong on all fronts. Discrimination of race, discrimination of thought, unless it is of the devil or just being racist or just downright mean to be mean, that is discrimination that is allowed. Fantasia Barrino's been through a lot, sexual assault and also to losing everything after American Idol, which we thought, hey, after, that song, I Believe, I thought that she was going to be set for life, right? But just because somebody looks like they're set for life doesn't mean that they're actually going to be something, right? But I believe that Fantasia was going to be somebody from the jump of American Idol. So hopefully everything works out now because it seems like The Color Purple, this movie that came out Christmas Day, it seems like it's going to be a Oscar nominee. So there you go. So congratulations, and hopefully there is an Oscar one. So this next story here is quite interesting. Let's see what it is. So apparently, Dave Chappelle, a brilliant show, walks off stage after fan pulls out phone during Florida gig, right? So comedian Dave Chappelle stormed off stage during his gig at the Hard Rock Live in Hollywood, Florida, when he caught a fan crowd using his cell phone. Chappelle, 50 years old, was performing the second night of a 5-night stand at the 7,000-seat venue when the incident occurred Wednesday night, according to the Miami Herald. The half-baked actor alerted the man to security before scolding the audience and walking off stage and shaking his dead head disappointingly. The outlet added, the venue policy is that device electronics free per the artist's request. That means anything that can be used to record Chappelle's set should be out of sight for the duration of the show, according to Hard Rock Live's website. Fans are required to leave their electronics, such as cell phones, smartwatches, and cameras, secure in yonder neoprene pouches to prevent noisy guests record before their performances. So we're going to look up what yonder pouches are because I've never heard of these pouches before. I've never heard of these pouches before. Okay, so here is a yonder pouch. So I guess this pouch locks away your phone. I guess the technology allows non-communication. I guess that's a yonder pouch. No idea. To prevent noisy guests recording the performance, Chappelle has not addressed the incident, but fans expressed their frustration over the rude fans' behavior. A few things make you more misanthropic than going to a theater. I saw Dave Chappelle at the Hard Rock tonight, and he rightfully so dropped the mic and stormed off stage. My favorite comedian ever. First time seeing him, I'm so excited. And some piece of ish had to self-insert. One fan said on Twitter, some ucking actual social cell phone pulled out his phone at the Dave Chappelle show at the Hollywood Hard Rock. Another fan posted the lot bag wasn't enough to dissuade fans from using their devices. DJ Trauma, who provided the on-stage introduction for Chappelle, warned audience members before the show that phones were not allowed. They'd be kicked out if they were caught using them, according to Fox 29. The Hard Rock Live is near 20 minutes north of Miami Beach, and here is the Guitar Hotel. By the way, this Guitar Hotel is also supposed to be in Vegas at the Mirage. The Mirage has been sold, so the Mirage will be no more. This isn't the Chappelle show's actors first running with an unruly fan at one of the shows. A deranged fan, Ty Chappelle, plays performer on stage in Los Angeles in May 2022. Footage captured Isaiah Lee, no relation to Braylon Lee, okay, or Bruce Lee or any other Lee, storming the stage during the comedian's set at the Hollywood Bowl and slamming the unsuspecting funny man to the ground while in the middle of the joke. Lee told the Post that he was triggered by the comedian's jokes about the LGBTQI plus community and homelessness. It's just that he never wanted to harm the funny man. He admitted that he was carrying a replica handgun with a retraceable knife on the night of the alleged attack, but he claimed he didn't have the weapon when he charged stage. Lee was initially arrested for felony assault with a deadly weapon. He later had his charges downgraded to misdemeanor battery. In October, fans reportedly walked out of the comedian's show at the Tea Garden in Boston after he criticized the United States for backing Israel. War crimes against Palestinians during his performance. Chappelle condemned the Hamas October 7th attack on Israel that left some 1,400 Israelis passed away, but blasted what he claimed were Israel's war crimes in Gaza, sparking some pushback from the crowd. An Orange member allegedly told Chappelle to shut up after he said he didn't think people should lose their jobs for supporting the Palestinian story as set. Well, I mean, first of all, Dave Chappelle here. I'm so sorry. Y'all can't even see the damn story. Sorry. So here is this tab here. So this is the Dave Chappelle story that I read for y'all. So that's the story that I read for y'all. Listen, Dave Chappelle is definitely a legend for sure. He is very controversial, and he is going to say exactly what's on his mind. But I do think that, for the sake of comedians, I think that is important that you don't have your cell phone. Now, of course, I do think that comedians shoot themselves in the foot with this because think about it like this, right? Get this mimosa is given to me, but I'm here for it. I think that comedians get twisted with with the cell phone policy, because what if somebody is a parent, right, and they need to be able to talk to their kids, or what if somebody's about to receive a huge promotion, right, or what if someone's a caretaker, they need to take care of the mom or dad. So I get the cell phone policy because you don't want your content to leak out, but also too, at the same token, you are a responsible adult. So hopefully Dave Chappelle will work that out. Okay. So more topics as we are live on tour. Yes, I am on a whole mimosa. for most of the year. So, the next story here, this is very interesting. This comes to us from Cleveland 19 News here. Cleveland bound team ends up flying solo, gets on the wrong flight, ends up in Puerto Rico. A flight mix-up caused a Cleveland-bound teenager to accidentally fly to Puerto Rico. The 16-year-old mistakenly boarded the wrong Frontier Airlines flight on December 22nd after both planes departed from the same gate. According to a company spokesperson, the San Juan-bound flight departed first. Frontier says the airline immediately flew the team back to Florida to accommodate him on a flight to Cleveland the following day. Frontier says, adding they extend their serious apologies to the team's fan for the error. Frontier also provide the following information regarding minors flying by themselves. Rather, Frontier Airlines allows children aged 15 and above to fly alone. We do not offer an unaccompanied minor program that involves airline provided escorts for minors. Well, I mean, here's the thing, right? I mean, 15, 16 years old, I don't know if you should be flying alone anyway, because first of all, people are crazy out here. And second of all, it's a lot to flying, right? So you got to get to the airport on time. You got to know what gate to get to. And not to mention, too, if you have a fear of flying, then that means you're on your own. So oh, Lord, I get it. I truly, truly get it. Now, speaking of airplanes and things like that. JetBlue, right? JetBlue and Spirit Airlines are teaming up, right? They're teaming up. So, sorry, y'all. I'm going to do this show for y'all because I did say I was going to do a show for y'all. I know the replay game will be very excited that I am on a whole mimosa. So, for those of you who don't know, JetBlue, right? JetBlue and Spirit came together. So, for those of you who don't know, Spirit Airlines, the airline that nobody likes, nobody cares for, nobody wants to fly, got sold to JetBlue. Now, originally it was going to be Spirit and Frontier Airlines, the two cheapest airlines combining to make the cheapest airline. But JetBlue, for those of you who don't know what JetBlue is all about, JetBlue is more on the East Coast, but I'm going to show y'all JetBlue. So JetBlue has the most legroom in coach, free brand name snacks and drinks, free Wi-Fi, and live TV and movies at every seat, and with award-winning service. So here you go here. Woo! So name brand snacks here, eat up boxes, eat up cafe, alcohol beverages, and then on every flight they have free movies, live TV for the coverage area. We also sell earphones on board in case you forget yours, of course. So you can stream movies and more. You can stream Peacock, stream live TV, stream direct TV, and SiriusXM. So there is that. And then, of course, one of the cool things about JetBlue that I really, really like as well is they have this pantry, right? They have this pantry where you can get up in the middle of the flight and then go in the middle of the aisle and get your snacks. It's really, really cool. And of course, the beverages are a little costly. But, so a lot of people really do love JetBlue and fly JetBlue. Spirit Airlines and them have teamed up, right? So let me. Sorry, y'all. We are live on tour. Good Lord. So together, JetBlue and Spirit will bring together the best of both airlines, creating the fifth largest domestic airline, national, customer-centric, low airfare alternative to the dominant Big Four airlines. So with a larger footprint, the combined airline will bring JetBlue's low airfares and much beloved, award-winning onboard service to more customers and communities. So you see the legacy hubs here. So Florida is where Spirit Airlines usually is. So with this change, all Spirit Airlines will convert over to JetBlue, and then they will switch out, the seats for more leg room and Wi-Fi and live TV and all that stuff. So you see, the yellow is by Jet by Spirit. You see the blue being on served by JetBlue and then served by JetBlue and Spirit. Woo. So you got co-branded credit cards, you got loyalty programs, and you have all these things here. So I don't know if y'all know about this. I have been following the JetBlue Spirit Airlines, merger. And it got crazy on CNBC because the CEO of Spirit said we will never be with JetBlue. And then, they had to basically mentally eat crow on CNBC. So there is that as well. Um, I know some of y'all are like, Braylon, you really still doing this? Yes, I am still doing this because I know the replay game will be watching. Um, so we got more topics here. So here's this one. Kanye West. I know this is a lot for you. I know this is a lot. Kanye West is broken plans to sue Kim Kardashian for alimony. News broke 2 weeks ago that Kanye West is selling his Malibu home at deep discounts to just money issues. Now, Media Takeout has learned that popular Hollywood insider Janet Charleston is reporting that Kanye is allegedly planning on trying to squeeze some more money out of his ex-wife, Kim Kardashian. 3 years ago, Kim Kardashian and Kanye West settled their for 6 years of marriage and 4 years together, and 4 kids together. Janet wrote, Kanye West wants his ex-wife Kim Kardashian to show was far the wealthier one when he and Kim first got married. But through the course of their marriage, her net worth increased while his plummeted thanks to anti-Semitic outbursts and also him being damn stupid. Jay continued, according to my source, while he's not hurting for cash, he's far poorer than Kim. Feels he's responsible for much of her success, and once their divorce settlement advisor, she pays him. Janet ended saying it could turn into a legal mess since Kim has heard from the grapevine that Kanye is thinking of suing her. We're not sure about this. Kanye might no longer be a billionaire, but we have a hard time believing the man's broke. Absolutely. I think from the royalties that he has to the business that he has, I don't think Kanye is broke. I think he is rich broke, which means he is broke from he's broke from a rich point of view, but he's not broke from an everyday person point of view. And honestly, Kanye, like you said, anti-Semitic comments, but also you moved across the street from your ex-wife, you bought a bunch of flowers, and you basically taunted Pete Davidson text messages. And also, too, you put Pete Davidson in the ground through claymation in a music video. Like, dude, any other dude would have been handled. So, yeah, you broke from a rich people's point of view, but not from a wealthy point of view or from everyday person point of view. And y'all know how Taraji P. Henson has been breaking down the numbers of, you get $5 million for things, the team has to get that money, and then other people have to get that money. So you break that down, but still, Kanye West still has money. He's not broke. He's not struggling for money. So Kanye, you do what you did, move the fuck on. So this next story, triggering. Okay, so I told y'all we are going through different hot topics. Okay, this comes to us from Media Takeout. DJ Wackademics. There's a woman that claims popular podcaster DJ Wackademics and his friends sexually assaulted her. Popular hip hop podcaster said no one ever. DJ Wackademics is going viral after he went on social media and claimed one of his ex-girlfriends falsely accused his friends of sexual assault. The podcaster took to his Instagram live today and told a long story about one of his ex-girlfriends who got drunk at his house and had a relationship with two of his friends. The woman later called police and accused the two men of assault. While While telling the story, the podcaster made it seem that the woman was making up the story because she was embarrassed about getting called from his friends. Well, now the woman speaking out of the takeout learned that Wackademic's ex took to social media, and she now claims that not only did Wackademic's friends assault her, the popular podcaster said no whatever, did also now she get her up for best loss. So
I look crazy right now, but I'm not going to stand here and let this man continue to lie about me. That's not what happened, academics. You know that that's not what happened. And for you to pretend that you didn't do anything, that I just went to your house and I'm just some thought, like we didn't know each other for 2 years. You tried to save yourself after your friends assaulted me. Whether or not you got drunk or not, I know that when you woke up, you were on top of me too. You raped me too, and a rape kit was done. You know what? I'm gonna come back with my own story. This what you wanted? You're about to get it. I've been quiet for way too long.
So, for those of you who don't know what a thought is, that means that 304 over there. Now DJ Wackademics has went after Cardi B and a lot of other people, and Nicki Minaj, Megan Thee Stallion. So he has put his own foot in his mouth. There was a rapper that talked about how he exploited, deaf in the hip hop community, and Erica Badu called him Jerry from Tom and Jerry, which is a disrespect to Jerry from Tom and Jerry, because Jerry from Tom and Jerry, the cartoon, is way more legendary, way more important, and people give a damn about him being a part of the timeline more than Wackademics ever could be. Worth anything that's a sperm coming out of his mother's launch pad, just saying. His dad's launch pad. So, and honestly, I believe this woman because DJ Wackademics has said many things that were out the way, about IDs and underage and things like that, and also to his ex-girlfriend smacked him in the face with egg, in his face, and also too, he honestly gets into issues that's not his business. Like he talked about Lori Harvey, I think, as well. So to me, honestly, Wackademics, this is what you get, bro. Not to mention, like, there was a car that declined at a hotel and stuff like that. So, dude, like, it's your time. Like, you talk too damn much about other people's business. It's not your business. See, at least with me, I talk about business that is out here on the internet because they want to put it out. I don't cause trouble. That's not trouble for me to get into. So like, comment, share, subscribe. We are live on tour. Glad to have all you here in the building. So this next story, it's also got social media take up. Now, I know y'all probably tired of seeing Keke Palmer. I think Keke Palmer is a legend. I think she's a beautiful woman, and she's a legend. But this situation right here, and look at the beautiful baby. Look at Adonis right there. That beautiful, beautiful son right there. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Keke Palmer's New Year's resolution: I'm never dating a light-skinned man ever again. Actress Keke Palmer has a New Year's resolution: no more light-skinned men. Keke Palmer spoke to one of Keke's friends, who told us that the actress has had a string of bad relationships over the past 5 years, with one common denominator: that all her problematic exes are light-skinned black men. The friend explained Keke likes light-skinned men, that's her preference, but she told her friends that she's now open to dating all types of black men. She said that she hasn't had much luck with light men, the friend added. According to Keke, her recent boyfriends, who were all light-skinned, has been a bit too emotional. The friend added it was like Keke was dating women on their periods. We have women who are supposed to be the emotional ones, not the Negroes, to use another term. So now the beautiful actress is giving darker skinned men a chance. She's going to 2024 dating chocolate men only. Friend proclaimed. Keke friend also told me to take out Keke's DMs are open and she's accepted applications. Keke Palmer is currently in the midst of a bitter custody battle with her ex-boyfriend Darius Jackson. Jackson, who worked as a personal trainer before meeting Keke, is expected to ask for millions of child support from the actress. And so, as y'all know, Keke Palmer is an American actress, singer, television host. She is known for both playing lead and character roles in comedy and drama. Productions from True Jackson VP, Akila B, GMA3 with Sarah Strahan Kiki. She has also created and hosted her own podcast from, it was from Amazon AMP, I think, if I'm not mistaken. She received several accolades, including Primetime Emmy Award, 5 NAACP Image Awards, nomination for Daytime Emmy Award, and Screen Actors Guild Award. Time Magazine included her on their list of most influential people in the world 2019. Um, I don't think personally, I'm sorry, y'all, I don't think that it should just be light skinned men, right? Because at the beginning, middle, and end of the day, not all light skinned men are bad people. I think it should be about the soul. So, Kiki Palmer's DMs, they're open. Listen, if Kiki Palmer was my girlfriend, I think we would have a good time. Kiki is a ambivert. I think she's an extrovert by nature, but she's an introvert through her soul. So that's just me. I really do believe that. So yeah, Kiki, just make sure it's their soul, not because they're light skin or dark skin. Now, the next story we have up for y'all also comes to us from me and Takeout. I'm just going to do a collective resting of the eyes before I get into the story. Are y'all good? Are y'all good? Because we're about to talk about the legendary Dwight Howard, right? So Dwight Howard here. Dwight Howard's gay lover love bomb text messages real. I genuinely uck with you and care for you. Former NBA star Dwight Howard has officially come out as gay and is now using his gayness as a defense to a sexual abuse lawsuit launched against him by a gay man. As a defense to the abuse claim, Dwight Howard's lawyers released a series of text messages sent by the NBA star where Dwight was love bombing the gay man. The messages, Dwight called the gay man baby, tries to break things off with him. No hard feelings either, baby. I genuinely up with you and care about you, but it's obvious ish isn't mutual. So I got a fly girl dip. LOL. No matter what, you always gonna be special to me. I wish you nothing but the best. XOXO. The gay man's message to Dwight read. But when Dwight didn't respond, the accuser changed his tune, texting, the loyalty and respect is out the window because you tried it. I have all my receipts and more, so don't ever think you got over on me. Now it's uck you. Dwight reportedly ignored that message also, and the tone of the text got worse, or as they say, the pressure is getting worse. The pressure is getting worse. The pressure is getting worse. It's like you want me to air out our business. I've been trying to keep it peaceful, but you're making it hard. I'd rather not do the spiteful ish, but if that's what you want, keep ignoring me. Again, Dwight ignored that metal, or that needle rather, and the accuser continued to read on the text message saying, since we're heartless, I will speak on this publicly when I'm ready. Would rather keep this between us, but I'm just going to use you as you use me. Not personal. Eventually, the accuser declared, I'm getting my parade to damn it, allegedly imitated that he planned to contact Dwayne's mother and sister, or Dwight's mother and sister. We'll start hitting them up first, he allegedly wrote. Now, listen, as we know, Dwight Howard is gay, right? So this is very layered with the energy, right? So to me, I truly do feel that with Dwight Howard, he needs to own up to this. If this is a FWB that he had, to just own up to it. Like it's not that big of a deal. And honestly, to me, I feel that Dwight Howard has been through a lot, but he's also put himself through a lot. Now, I don't believe just because you ignore text message doesn't mean that your business should be put out there. Woo! I am feeling the mimosa, so I am just rolling with these hot topics. I know that the Tammy AI is going to have a fun time with this review. So So yeah, I hope Dwight Howard, gets himself together with this and just Lord help. So we're going to roll on. So this next one, I saw this. Just saw it, like to all the mothers and the fathers, because we talked about how fathers don't receive enough time off as fathers. So baby formula recall as warning issued over possible bacteria contamination. The U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Food and Drug Administration announced Sunday a voluntary recall of Nutrigen hypoallergenic infant formula powder. So I'm going to show y'all what that is. I think it's important that you guys know. So this is the formula here. So this formula right here has been under recall, okay? So I just want you guys to know about this. The FDA alert parents, caregivers, and healthcare providers, including daycares as well, that Reckitt Mead Johnson Nutrition voluntarily recalls certain Nutrien hypoallergenic infant formula power products due to possible Corynebacterial Saskia contamination, according to the Center for Disease Control and Prevention (CDC). Corynebacterial infections are often very serious or deadly for babies who are younger than 2 months, who are born prematurely, who have weakened immune systems. Corynebacterial Saskia is a germ found naturally in the environment that can live in dry foods, including powdered infant formula and powdered milk, the CDC says. As of Sunday, no illnesses have been reported in connection with the recall of the 675,030 cans of product. The FDA said that it's likely most of the product was distributed in the United States and already been consumed. The FDA said formula with the following batch code should be thrown away: ZL3FHG 12.6 ounce cans, ZL3FMH 12.6 ounce cans, ZL3FP, ZLEPFE 12.6 ounce cans, ZL3FQD 12.6 ounce cans, ZL3FRW 19.8 ounce cans, ZL3FX J 12 ounce 0.6 cans. These products have a UPC code of 300A7123 9418 or 300A7123 and used by date of January 1st, 2025. The powder formula can be purchased at most U.S. grocery stores and pharmacies. Concerned parents may contact Reckitt Med Johnson Nutrition at 866-534-9986. That's 866-534-9986. That's 866-534-9986, or by email at consumer.relations@rb.com. Newsweek reached out to the FDA, Reckitt Med Johnson Nutrition via email for additional comment about the recall. According to a press release from the FDA, Nutrigen is a hypoallergenic infant formula used by infants with allergies to cow's milk. The FDA encourages parents and caregivers to work with their child's healthcare provider to find a substitute. The FDA added that the recall should not have a major impact on the U.S. supply and availability to other powdered infant formulas. According to the FDA, the positive test occurred after the Israel Ministry of Health notified the FDA on December 14th that the formula produced at the Reckitt Med Johnson Nutrition facility in Zeeland, Michigan. I did not know Zeeland, Michigan existed, and imported from the U.S. had initially tested for Corynebacteria species. The product was tested at the Israel border during routine sampling on Thursday. The FDA received results from Israel health officials, which confirmed a finding of Corynebacterial bacteria. According to the company announcement, the FDA on the FDA website, Reckitt Med Johnson Nutrition as of Sunday, all product tested by the company was confirmed negative for contaminants. No illnesses or adverse consumer reactions have been reported to date, and no nutrition, liquid formulas, or any other Reckitt nutrition products are impacted. The FDA says it takes numerous steps to enhance the safety of the power infant formula for the development um, of a coronavirus prevention strategy, enhancing inspectional activities, increase engagement in the infant formula industry, and by pursuing regulatory action when appropriate. Well, I will say this. I think that the fact that they know about this is a good thing, but also too, like, what are y'all doing at these factories? Like, why in the world is baby formula having bacteria in it? To me, I just feel that it's completely disrespectful. And not to mention, who is watching the formula being made? Um, because if it's already been consumed, we don't know how many babies could have been impacted and affected by this. So hopefully, everything will work out there. So y'all give me one moment here. Give me one moment. Okay, I'm still right here with y'all. Give me one. Okay, I just had to have a mental break for a second because I know I'm going through a lot of topics. Okay, I'm going through a lot of topics. So, Bronny James has the best game of his college career on LeBron's birthday. Bronny James had LeBron like dunking on special plays for the USC Bruins. So perhaps it was a simple coincidence or serendipity, but the eldest son, LeBron James, had the best game of his young collegiate uh, career on Saturday, which happened to be the father's 39th birthday. Ronnie James, who remains on minute restrictions due to his health reasons, for those of you who don't know, he did pass out of a stroke. He is fine now, as you can see from the story. Has produced rather paltry numbers until now, which has elicited snickering from critics and fans alike, despite the fact that the USC Trojans were firmly defeated by the Oregon State Brewers 86-70. Bronny James had a breakout performance in just his fifth game after cardiac arrest. He dropped a career high 50 points on 16-11 shooting in 20 minutes of play. He also hit 2 3 points and had 3 assists and 1 rebound, one steal. Bronny James also had several highlight plays, including a LeBron James type breakaway dunk and a creative play at the rim.
Talk about skill. There's very few guys that undershoot it, understands the game, can see the play, make the plays, and then has the ability to finish with the best of them.
Counted and one. James down to 3. Lots of contact, no call. Here we go, Bronny for liftoff.
There it is.
Father like son, Bronny James reaches for the sky.
Nothing but net, baby.
Here goes James, look out, flying through the lane, and didn't matter. Show him.
Come on, what are you thinking?
I wish there was video evidence of this. Boogie Ellis with 18 points for USC. Bronny James Jr. from deep
knocks some guys to understand some things, got into a nice rhythm. Now the conference is here, and they're into rhythm.
Well, the ball sticks, but they've really been sharing the rock. Ornery with
the hand-eye coordination that is needed for this.
Kobe Johnson for 3.
So that is Bronny James there holding it down. After a rather inauspicious start to his collegiate career, Bronny James' all-around game on Saturday listed cheers from his famous father and others. His rhythm is starting to return to form after the layoff. Great showing tonight. Young King still on his minutes restriction too. So 15 points, 3 assists, and 1 steal. So shout out to that. Former star wide receiver Des Bryson of the Dallas Cowboys echo King James' sentiments. Other fans were impressed as well. Of course, it feels good as a father who came from little old Akron, big fish in a small pond. But what's the feeling you get seeing Bronny perform like this in the video? I know it still feels like you were just holding him in your arms yesterday. Something like this would bring tears. USC is turning a full-scale stinker tonight, losing at Oregon State, but it's good to see Bronny James go and have 50 points. He's been active. He's been the guy here late that has given them even any remote possibility to get back into the game. Coming out part for Brian James tonight, 15 points off the bounce, stuff like this, game expanding. Woo! Brian James making plays. Brian James good at basketball on both ends. The Trojans are struggling after heading to December with a 5-2 record. The Trojans have gone 1-7 this month, including a upset loss to Long Beach State after having lost their first two Pac-12 games to finish out an unforgettable month. I mean, listen, you win some, you lose some. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Listen, I'm gonna finish out all of these topics. And then we'll decide if we'll be on at 11 a.m. tomorrow, Nikki News. But love you, love you, love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. First show of the year. I don't know if anybody else is live right now, but damn it, we're doing these hot topics. But thank you so much, Nikki News. Love you, value, appreciate you as always. Yes, happy New Year to you as well, beautiful queen. So, remember DJ Academics rather. His girlfriend cheated at his house, so $500,000 from him. Academics is telling all about his apparent ex-girlfriend, Corey. So. I guess it's the ex-girlfriend Shay. Sorry, Shay. So that's enough of that there, but that's the ex-girlfriend there. The social media personality wellness platform reveals Shay stole $500,000 in cash from him. That's $500,000. I could have had this woman in jail for 4 years, Academic said. There was a time I used to have $1 million in cash in my crib. That's a fact. I don't know why you would say what you used to have in your crib, because that gives people intel on what you have. If they find out where you are, they can take away what you have, but that's your actual social self. Do you know that this itch stole $500,000 from me cash, bro? I had them in safes and all types of ish. Negro, I'm not checking the money all the time. I had money just sitting there. I gamble, Negro. When I gamble, I pick the money up cash. He said he did check how much cash he had around the house because he knew that he always had $1 million. The couple eventually broke up, and Shay moved back to Houston. Academics eventually bought a new money counter to sit out. So count my money, Academics said before sitting back, making a puzzled face as if he was confused. My Negro, I had $1 million. I remember I had $1 million. Now I might have given my mom $30,000 here. I might have, but definitely should get way over like $950,000. Definitely not $100,000. I've counted my money. I have $400,000. So Academics reveals that his girlfriend stole $500,000 from him.
She sucks some dick. I fall asleep. She run through, try to get him out emails. Oh, let me see if I can find out something about you. Like, what? Before we even got here, she was like, yo, I'm going to tell the world, oh, you're not a millionaire. Gang, see my TD account, nigga, with $400,000. Nigga, I got tens of millions in motherfucking stocks and bonds. Nigga, the fuck is you talking about? But this is what this woman really thinks she got over a nigga. She want to be in your bank account. She want to be in every single thing about you. Now, let me tell you. This is going to be the most egregious thing, I swear. This is going to be the most egregious thing. And if anybody, and if she actually denies this, I got all the proof. I could have had this woman in jail for 40 years. Are y'all listening to me? For 40 years. This is how forgiving I am, and this is why y'all gonna call me a simp, and I'm gonna take it. Chat. There was a point. I don't know more. So for all y'all niggas who think y'all got it, y'all just gonna come get a different result. There's a time I used to have $1 million cash in my crib. That's a fact. Do you know this bitch stole $500,000 from me? Cash. Bro, I had them in safes and all type of shit. Nigga, I'm not checking the money all the time. I had money just sitting there. I gamble, nigga. When I gamble, I pick money up cash. When Shorty moved to Houston, like whatever, you know, we like broke up or whatever. Not really peeping shit. Nigga, I got $1 million in cash. $1 million. Not talking about 50, $1 million. One day, I get a new money counter. I said, let me try my new money counter, and I get the bands. So I like count my money and wrapping the bands around them shits. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you're not like that. I'm sorry. So I'm counting my money. My nigga, I had $1 million. I remember I had $1 million. Now I might have given my mom like 30 grand here. I might have, but I should have like definitely over like 950. Definitely not 100. 900,000. I count my money. I got $400,000.
Hey, YouTube. So listen, I am multitasking. So I am in the Onyx collab with the legendary Mickey Mouse and Emmanuel. These two brothers here, along with Marcellus, they are brothers of mine. We had a wonderful night at the Onyx collab one time. And I said a Dolly Parton joke that I won't repeat because they've heard it so many times. It's an inside joke between us. If y'all are on Clubhouse, join the Onyx collab. All you gotta do is click the link, and you guys will be right there with us inside the Onyx collab. So I'm in the Onyx collab on Clubhouse, and I'm also live on YouTube. So to the Onyx collab, I'm talking about DJ Wackademics. So apparently his ex-girlfriend stole $500,000 from him. And he just had it around the house, which honestly, you don't tell your girlfriend where you have your money. That's just a little bit ridiculous. So welcome in. Glad to have everyone here. Wackademics also claimed that she brought 2 men over and cheated on him with the men. When she started to deny the claims, once Wackademics confronted her about it, she told him watch the video again because she didn't recall anything with the pair of guests. The guests were also Wackademics' friends. She then tells me, by the way, I ain't gonna lie, I'm going to keep it a bean about everything. My homies did not tell me that they upped her. At that point, I only saw my security camera. My homies didn't tell me. I remember they woke me up that night, let us out the crib, locked me in the crib. They didn't tell me that they upped the itch that came from me. They never told me that. So, I mean, honestly, to me, I think Wackademics is in his own hellhole of talking about other people, and now the chickens are coming home to roost. So I'm gonna play this next clip as I talk to the Onyx collab.
I'm shaming her now. I'm shaming her. I said to her, I said, yo, I'm gonna keep it a bean with you, bro. You came to my house and had 2 niggas just fuck you raw. I ain't see no condom, no none. I said, yo, you should go get tested, man. Like you done. I said, that's wild, yo. You should go get tested, bro. And from that moment, she started like, because the denial shifted, and she kept like trying to like pivot on the denial to, yo, nah, send me the video. Yo, I'm pretty sure I didn't fuck him. And I'm like, bro, you fucked him. And she was like, no, look again. And now I'm getting super tight because I'm like, bro, I'm not about to watch this video if you getting fucked, my nigga. Like, it's on my surveillance. Like, bro, like, I was fucking with you. Like, what? You want me to watch the video if you getting fucked? She keeps saying that, whatever. She then tells me, by the way, I ain't gonna lie, and I'm gonna keep it being about everything. My homies did not tell me they fucked her. At that point, I only seen on my security cam. My homies did not tell. Remember, they woke me up that night. Yo, let us out. Let us out the crib, or lock the crib. They did not tell me they fucked the bitch that came for me. They never told me that. You know when that conversation happened?
So to you guys on YouTube, so like I said, I'm multitasking, and Rose, thank you so much for the love. I appreciate the like, comment, share, subscribe. Thank you so much. So, like I said, I'm in the Honest Collab with Mickey Mouse. So for those of you who don't know, we're gonna get back on academics in a minute, but Mickey Mouse is in public domain. So, Emmanuel, you're saying that there's a certain particular version of Mickey Mouse that's available, right? Because I got confused by this story so much. So is it the fact that Mickey Mouse is available to use in any capacity, especially with AI, or is it a particular version of Mickey Mouse that can be used in the sphere of social media and the culture at large? Sure. Mm-hmm. Okay. 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 I appreciate the context. So basically, what Manuel was saying is that the version that you guys know of Steamboat Willie that can be used, but anything that is modern day Mickey Mouse or anything further than that cannot be used. So I do appreciate that. Back to academics. So listen, honestly, if you have your bros um over at your house, um and you know these guys and they screwed your girl, then those aren't your real friends, right? I mean, you say that this tweet here from Aston Nicole says, imagine getting so drunk that you forgot to invite a girl over to your crib and then waking up and watch the closed circuit television footage of her getting double teamed by your friends who woke you up before you left. So those aren't real friends, academics, but I mean, you're not a real friend to anyone, so why would they give a damn about you? To see the full hour live stream of academics speak about his ex below, I'm not going to play that because I don't want to get struck. But yeah, so that is that story. So for those of you who are in the Onyx collab, you're probably wondering, Braylon, why are you talking about two different topics and two different conversations? So I went out I was out at a friend's house. So we celebrated New Year's Eve together. We played Super Smash Brothers. We played Mario Party All Stars, and then there's this game called Piccolo Park, where it's like a puzzle game. So I had a great time there. Then I came into the house and I popped some Campo Veo champagne live on camera. So I am tipsy with 11.5% alcohol in the champagne, mixed it with some simply orange juice. So I'm drinking the first mimosa of the new year. I will pin the YouTube channel if you guys want to subscribe. And by the way, to the Onyx collab, y'all really should subscribe because really, to tell you the truth, I have a lot of great content on here that truly I think you guys will really love because it's like the Onyx collab, except it's more visual and it's more streamlined. It's not like Clubhouse where we can just go off. It's the jump off point, but it's not the main point. So there's the link to the YouTube channel. So much love to all of you. Yes. Well, thank you, Mickey Mouse, so much. Love you, brother. We'll talk soon. And Marcellus, love you too, brother. Happy New Year to you as well. So y'all, I did not know this, but Will Smith had a date with a salt and pepper star. I did not know this. So this comes to us from rollout.com. So Will Smith was terrified during the date with Salt and Pepper star. The rapper was impressed that the actor gave money to a homeless person. So Will Smith was terrified during a date with Salt Pepper star Sandra Pepper Denton. The Men Black star asked the musician out in early 1988. This was way before I was born. He pulled out all the stops to impress her by renting a white Mercedes convertible, playing out a drive around Los Angeles, and then ending with a stop in the Hollywood Hills to watch the sunset. However, Smith admits his nerves almost got the better of him. It was sometime in early '88 when out saying I always had a thing for Sandy, but she was always saying someone else. He explained during an appearance on his Class of '88 podcast alongside Salt and Pepper. Now she was single. We were both going to be in LA at the same time, so now I'm gonna shoot my shot. This girl was special. I wanted to impress her, so I ran a white Mercedes just because I need to floss a little bit. My plan was to take her around the Hollywood Hills, drive up to Mulholland and watch the sunset. However, Denton said there was one part of the date that impressed her the most. She was pleased to see how Smith showed kindness to a homeless person. I know exactly what happened. She explained we were out and we saw a homeless person. He gave the homeless person $100. I was like, okay, it was so nice. And then we went to Hollywood sign. My concern was I was going to be killed or offed, Smith added. That was my concern when I was trying to spit game. I really had nothing. I always faked like I had game. I really didn't have game. So I was always in this full on trying to give the wildest flavor of having game. But that might have been the most terrified I've ever been trying to shoot my shot with Pepper. I didn't believe I had a real shot. However, the romance did last as it fizzled out shortly after their first date. Smith insisted that the pair always got along. We went on to wed J. Pinkett Smith almost a decade later in 1997. Denton married rapper Tretch from 1999 to 2001. So listen, this is my take on this, right? Because to me, I truly do feel that Will Smith and Jada should not be back together. Jada has dragged him through the book Worthy. And honestly, like, Jada just seems like a fucking headache to me. So I really feel that Jada and Will should get divorced. And because Peppa is single, because Will Smith is basically single, y'all both grown, kids are grown, and y'all have time to be where you are. So yeah, I'm gonna play this clip of the Class of '88 from the Jasmine brand. Here we go.
We went on a date one time. You remember that?
Yes, I do.
We went on a date one time.
I know exactly what happened.
What happened?
Another one. Wow.
Yeah, no, we allowed to talk about it because
Yeah.
so we mature. We ain't do nothing. We just
Okay,
like,
you were very nice.
and it was LA, right? I
Yes.
feel like we went for a drive.
We did, but this was one of the date that you won and you beat us out.
Yeah.
And then the war, you were so happy. You was like, let's go celebrate.
Yeah.
And then we were out and you saw a homeless person and you gave the homeless person $100 and it was so nice. And then we went to the Hollywood sign.
Yeah, Hollywood. Yeah, like because I think you had like you and Tretch had been broke up for a minute. So in my mind, when I was trying to spit my game, but I ain't really have nothing. It's like you were like. Because my concern was that I was going to get killed. So
that was a legit concern.
We went on a date one time. You remember that?
Yes, I do.
We went on a date.
Right. No, for sure. Well, I'm glad you had a good time for sure. So this next story, feel and like I said, feel free to comment on any of the YouTube stories I'm doing. So I'm multitasking. So I'm on the Onyx Collab on Clubhouse. So if you click that link in my bio, guys, on YouTube, you guys will be in the Onyx Collab on Clubhouse, and you guys will be able to hear Emmanuel and my good friends Emmanuel and Alex on the Onyx Collab. So this next story, this comes to us from rollout.com. This involves Vegas. It says camera phones in Vegas. Why what happens there doesn't stay. The Sensei's motto isn't holding up with technology. It says camera phones have transformed the way we preserve memories. Now here more visibly, um, now here more visibly than in Las Vegas, a city pulsating with entertainment ceaseless energy. Renowned for its captivating allure, vibrant nightlife, and ethos, epitomized by the phrase "What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas." This city has long been a haven for those seeking discretion in their escapades. It's the adult capital of the world. Yet the landscape is evolving. The once unspoken guarantee of anonymity has been reshaped by the omnipresence of camera phones, redefine how we perceive and safeguard our experiences. In this bustling metropolis, where every moment seems ripe for celebration and every corner teems with stories, the clash between preserving privacy and capturing instant moments is palpable. The convergence of camera technology and the magnetic draw of Las Vegas has introduced a nuanced interplay, a delicate dance between documenting our most cherished moments and by honoring the city's traditional code of discretion. This collision of values reshapes the quintessential Vegas adage and prompts the reconsideration of what it means to document our experiences in the age of ubiquitous technology. The fusion of camera phones and the allure of Las Vegas creates a dichotomy, a clash between the desire for discretion and the ubiquitous urge to capture and share moments. This clash reshapes the once-held belief that anonymity was guaranteed within the city's glittering confines. In a world where every pocket holds a device capable of instantly documenting experiences, the notion of privacy have shifted. Visitors and locals alike are now faced with new reality. What happens in Vegas may not necessarily stay there. Camera phones have become an extension of our identities, empowering us to document and share our experiences effortlessly. The allure of sharing thrilling moments from Las Vegas, whether it's a spectacular show, a lucky streak. Hey, welcome in. Glad to have you here, beautiful. We are just chilling out here. I am multitasking, so I am inside the Onyx collab with all of you. Hey, beautiful Michelle. Hopefully you went out in that beautiful, gorgeous red dress, and I hope you had a wonderful night. You're safe and sound, and beautiful as you always are. Talking about Vegas right now, and the fact that what happens there doesn't stay there. So, happy New Year's to you, beautiful as well. It says here whether it's a spectacular show, a lucky streak at the casino, or gambler's night out, often overshadows the promise of discretion. However, this instant documentation raises questions about privacy and consent. The spontaneity of capturing moments clashes with the ethical considerations of photographing individuals out there without the permission, especially in a city where anonymity was once an unspoken rule. Was once an unspoken guarantee. Las Vegas, a city built on entertainment and thrill of the unknown, now faces a paradox, balancing the desire for unforgettable experiences with the need of privacy and discretion. The vibrant nightlife, extracted shows beckon visitors to indulge. That the omnipresent camera phones blur the line between personal experience and public exposure. So, what do you guys think about this? I mean, honestly, to tell you the truth, at this point, I really don't feel that any place in life anymore is private anymore, right? Like, you can pull up Dubai on your phone, you can pull up Africa on your phone, you can pull up Miami on your phone. And I feel truly that at the beginning, middle, and end of the day, what is sacred anymore? What do you guys think about this story about the fact that what happens in Vegas may not stay in Vegas? A happy new year to everybody in the Onyx collab. Understood. So Alex feels that it's bull because it ruins the experience of everything, and then Michelle feels that it's no point in capturing private moments that really can just be for you. And I agree with y'all. I think social media is powerful and it's dangerous and toxic in the fact of why do we share so much when 10 times out of 10 no one can give two damns about it. But also too, it's a powerful thing. Like we have been here for 3 years on Clubhouse, of being able to be black people and minority, indigenous people of color, to be able to collaborate on anything and everything, and to feel like there is a place to fall here where there's a comfort with each other. Nice to see you too, Michelle. Did you go out tonight in that beautiful red dress? Because I mean, it did look gorgeous on you. No, I wanted to know. I wanted to know if you had a good time because you were so excited, and I just wanted to know if you had a good time. Oh damn. Okay. Oh no. Oh damn. Did anybody at least help you, like, lift you up or help you get up? Oh. So like, what do you have, like an ice pack or icy hot or anything? Uh, you're better than me. I'm sorry. I gotta at least have something on it. Understood. Well, I'm glad that you had a good time, and I generally do care about your happiness. I've said this to you before, but you have a spirit of protecting yourself, and your peace. But when you're around the right people, you love very hard. So I'm glad that you had a wonderful time, and happy New Year to you, Michelle. I really mean that. Once again, y'all, it's always a pleasure with Michelle and the Onyx collab. So y'all, I don't know if y'all know this, but y'all know that rap has been a big thing this year with the 50th anniversary of rap. So Ti performed trap music with the Atlanta Symphony Orchestra. Um, I found this really cool actually because you think about how deep rap is, and orchestra music with like strings, and I think we talked about this. Didn't you play some instruments, Michelle? I think in band or something like that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's interesting how hip hop and band no, seriously, and just different cultures are collaborating and colliding, and I think it's really cool that Ti got to perform some of his music with the Atlanta Symphony Orchestra and kind of breaking barriers of what music can be. I'm guessing you're not a fan of Ti then. So that's your New Year's resolution. Okay. not you saying Ti can get it, Alex. Lord help. Uh, Lord help. So, for those of you on YouTube wondering, okay, who are you talking to? I am inside the Arts Collab with very good friends Emmanuel, Alex, and Michelle. So, if you click that link inside the YouTube, well, I love you and care about you very much. Anyway, either way, it's all good. So, if you click that link inside the YouTube bio, there you'll be able to go to Clubhouse, download it, and join me inside the Onyx Collab. Um, I think that music has definitely evolved where there's a little bit of inspiration out of everybody. There's Music Soul Child has a new project where there's a song called "I'm Trying to Ugg with You," and it sounded like a bit of techno music with a bit of rap with that signature Music Soul Child sound, and it actually sounded really good. I was quite surprised, but like in the best way possible. So, have y'all seen the new Color Purple movie yet, or no? I definitely am going to see it soon. I didn't want to see it like the first week because I just kind of wanted the audience because there are fanatics, right? There's fanatics in everything that is media. By the way, 4 people in the building. Like, comment, share, subscribe. 5 people here, 6 people here. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Glad to have all you here. First show of the new year. Hey, Karma Girl, welcome in. Glad to have you here. I haven't seen it yet, but allegedly, there's a cameo from Whoopi Goldberg in the movie. Allegedly, I don't know if that's true or not because I haven't seen it. But Oprah Winfrey reveals why she isn't in the new Color Purple movie. This comes to us from me. It's from rollingout.com, rather. The media mogul says she considered it being one particular scene but decided against it. While rave reviews continue rolling for the Color Purple, by the way, was the second biggest opening on Christmas Day in the history, by the way. Many are wondering why Oprah Winfrey didn't make a cameo in the film that she helped popularize. In speaking to the Hollywood Reporter, Winfrey, who played Sophia in the original 1985 movie, divulged that she did give some serious consideration to appearing in one specific scene. A cameo would have been good in the church scene, but I thought it would be distracting when Sophia is getting married if the original Sophia was just one of the people in the church. Winfrey conceded, and they were shooting down the middle of Georgia when COVID was spreading. Like, okay, well, I ain't sitting in that church all day anyway. Though she does not make a cameo in the new version of the film, Winfrey told people during a promotional event that doing the original film was probably still the most important thing that ever happened to me and continues to be a children in my life. It's a big miracle as my whole life has been because I didn't know one single soul in the business. Winfrey said for her first ever film role. The Color Purple is currently playing in theaters across the country. Listen, I love Oprah. I appreciate her and value what she did, but I will say that's bullshit because no, I'm just being honest. I mean, Michelle, you know my mouth by now. You've been knowing me for 3 damn years, so it's nothing new to you. In terms of conversation, calm down. But what I'm saying is that I call bullshit on it because no, think about in most movies, right? You can do a character, but you can do it in a different form as an Easter egg for those fans. Am I not right? So, like, if Oprah Winfrey wanted to do a cameo in this new Color Purple, she could have done it under a character, and then those people would be like, "Oh my God, that's Oprah Winfrey when she was Sophia." Does that not make sense, or no? And not to mention, if Whoopi Goldberg allegedly made a cameo, then why couldn't you make a cameo in it? Say that again. True, True, but I mean, she was also an executive producer on it, and she was promoting it with the others. Not to mention, she surprised the whole theater. Which, I mean, say what you want to about Oprah, but the fact that people still get excited about Oprah, I think that goes to show that her legacy is bigger than her talk show. Is bigger than the Color Purple. People are happy to see Oprah just be Oprah. I remember her finale, her series finale for talk show. It was on TV, of course, because that's where she was on daytime TV 5 days a week. But this aired in movie theaters, and everybody was debating on what she was going to do with her last episode of her talk show. And so she had a chair and was just the audience of family, friends, close colleagues, and people that have always wanted to see the Oprah Winfrey Show. And I thought to myself, in 25 years, why would you end the show with you and a chair? But what I've come to recognize, understand, and embrace is that for 25 years, she has sat in a chair and the world has come to her, but she has not been able to get about the chair and engage with the world. So I feel like the Oprah Winfrey that we are getting to know now is way more engaged because she doesn't have anything holding her down, if that makes sense. Because for her to do 25 years of a talk show, she's done over 3,000 episodes or so, or something like that. So, I mean, it's a lot. No, I'm just giving context to The Color Purple. So this next story here, so y'all know Bow Wow, right? So apparently, Bow Wow is shook after a woman hilariously runs over to him after he pulls out a stack of money. So this comes to us from the Jasper. So I don't know what the context of this was, but apparently there was some type of shoe or some type of meet and greet. And so Bow Wow pulls out a stack of money, and this woman in this blue jumpsuit runs to the front and tries to take $1,000. But here's the thing though, right? Like at the beginning, middle, end of the day, like I get Bow Wow's point, I guess. I'm sorry, I didn't even show y'all the damn clip. Hang on one second.
Mine and just skip every round just to run to the bag
here.
Damn.
How much you need?
So
whatever you feel like giving, kind sir.
The fact that I don't like when a woman see. I ain't gonna lie, I might have to just
I just want to say how genuine.
I'm a cool fun nigga though. Like the fact I put out the stack like that, and I knew to bring that shit because I know now I know
I need a man that provides. That's takes pride in being a provider. You feel me?
It's just natural though.
Yeah, but I gotta
I
make
brought
sure.
this just for me to see who would jump out of line and just skip every round just to run to the bag.
We don't have money. They probably just love you.
Nah. The money comes with some genuine shit. You get more when you're genuine.
I'm a genuine person.
But the fact that you got out of line,
we gonna be
no. But the fact that you got out of line and ran up to that,
you did.
I want it.
Damn, that's a no. I
Like at the
can't
end of
fuck
the day,
with that.
still everybody want money at the end of the day.
I want money. Wait. I want money too.
You can't get it.
Damn.
I'm gonna put this in your hands, bro.
I ain't really gonna fuck with it right now. Yeah.
I'm already.
Yeah. No, I ain't even know that.
I need a man that takes pride in being a provider. We're here to compete for you and to see if you're a good match for me. A good match for me is a man that takes pride in being a provider. So that's why I asked you that, really just to see what you was gonna say.
I know baby girl in the blue and she ran from way the fuck over there and she
left, bro.
She left?
After you put the money back in, she left.
Yeah, get her the fuck out of here. Like I ain't with none of that act.
Can I ask?
I mean, not that short, Lord help. But honestly, I don't feel like, and Happy New Year to you, Miss Z, as well on YouTube. I don't feel like what that woman did was wrong because, I mean, honestly, if Bow Wow pulled out $1,000 and I'm a dude in line, I'm gonna pull myself out the line to get that $1,000. $1,000 is $1,000. No, I'm saying pull myself out the line and go up front to the top of the line. It's $1,000 damn dollars. Like who wouldn't be a gold digger for $1,000? If you're pulling out $1,000 in my face, I mean, yeah, but the way Bow Wow seemed to behave in this video was like he was offended that this woman got out of the line for $1,000 damn dollars. Well, motherfucker, you the one that pulled out $1,000 in front of these women. Like you, so you really think you're gonna pull out $1,000 and no one's gonna come to the front to claim it? Like really? That makes no sense to me. That's idiotic. That's what I'm saying. Right. No, you're absolutely right. I mean, money, control, and sex are some of the biggest reasons why people off other people. Because people want to get their lick back, but for every lick back you get, there's an equal opposite reaction. This story was interesting. So we talked about this in the Onyx collab about how there was like a Michael Jackson movie or something to that degree. That the estate run. I think it was like unreleased tracks or something. But anyway, Michael Jackson's mother, Catherine Jackson, is back in the news. But Michael Jackson's and by the way, why did the Jasmine brand spell Jackson as Jackon? And they did put the S on it. But anyway, yeah, y'all, I'm telling you, if you go to the Jasmine brand on Instagram, it says Michael Jackon mother Catherine Jackson, and that's the crazy thing. They spell Jackon''S, but then they spell Jackson in the next line correctly. But anyway, Michael Jackson's mother Catherine Jackson wants his estate to cover the $561,000 in legal fees she incurred while attempting to stop them from closing a secret deal. So it says, according to Radar Online, Catherine Jackson recently submitted a motion to have her son's estate pay the $560,000 attorney bill she racked up from trying to stop them from moving forward with a confidential deal. Reportedly, Catherine Jackson stated in the motion that her lawyers had to do a significant amount of work to prepare for the case. Her charges from the law firm Glasswell, Fink, Howard Jordan, and Shapiro Glasswell reportedly stemmed from interviewing family members, gathering documents, and preparing exhibits for trial briefs and witnesses, as well as cross-examining witnesses, and various other tasks. The total amount in services from April 1st, 2023 to November 30th, 2023 reportedly added up to $561,584.48. Reportedly added up to that amount, which the 92-year-old, I can't believe she's 92 years old. That is crazy. Is now seeking to have Michael Jackson estate paid. And her motion counsel is going to support the argument that has ample resources and more than enough time will be necessary to pay anticipated resources. So basically, the Michael appointed executors of the estate, John Bronica and John McLean, however, successfully filed back. Reportedly, the pair argued that Catherine had disapproved of other deals that ended up being highly profitable, such as Langsinger's concert film This Is It. For those of you who don't know about This Is It, that was supposed to be his final tour, I think, at the O2 Arena in London. And then AEG and Dr. Conrad Murray, who allegedly offed Michael Jackson, basic prescription painkillers. The estate was teetering on the verge of collapse with more than $400 million in debt that encumbered Michael Jackson with significant assets with little or no equity or means. So what do y'all think about Catherine Jackson wanting his estate to cover $500,000 in legal fees that she incurred while trying to stop them from closing a legal deal? Do y'all feel that should be on Catherine Jackson for trying to stop the deal, or do you feel like because she is 92 that there should be love, grace, and space, the fact that she is an elder? Hey, Ramel Jackson, Happy New Year to you. So the two people that are running the estate are Jonathan Branica and John McClain. So they had a deal a while back with Michael Jackson, and I know we talked about it here. Um, I think there was some type of. Oh yeah, so this was about Michael Jackson's catalog. We talked about this in the Onyx collab, that Michael Jackson's estate blocked the auction of stolen unreleased recordings. So John Branna is a white man over the estate, and John McClain, I'm assuming, I'm looking that up live right now, is also a white man as well. So I mean, listen, I get that. I get that, the estate, is doing what they need to do for Michael Jackson. But also, as Ms. Z says on YouTube, she's 92 years old. At this point, just, give her, as Ms. Z said, give her what she wants. Because at this point, Catherine Jackson has lived, and I'm sure Catherine Jackson rather has lived her life. She probably has a companion, and she's doing what she's doing, and she has her friends and all that type of stuff. But at 92 years old, she still is fighting for her son that passed away because of malpractice from a person that was supposed to take care of her son. So I feel like at this point, $500,000, like the Jackson legacy, is way bigger than $500,000. I mean, hell, without the Jackson family, there wouldn't be even Motown. I mean, I know that's a stretch to say because you have Lionel Richie, you have Stevie Wonder, you have Diana Ross and the Supremes, and you have the Marvelettes and so many others as well. But the Jackson 5 was a foundational block of Motown. So at this point, just allow Catherine Jackson to do what she needs to do, because there is more behind her than in front of her, to me. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So y'all know that Cardi B, has reportedly divorced Offset allegedly, but they may be back together. But from the Jasmine brand here, Cardi B goes off on her fan base again, and she's gone off on her fan base before, but she now is saying, I should be like other celebrities who don't talk to their fans. So I'm about to play it now.
I don't give a fuck if y'all delete your pages. I don't even care anymore. I don't even give a fuck if I have a fan base anymore. Because y'all just bringing me just as much amount of stress. Just as much amount of stress. It happened the last time. It happened this time. It's all the time. All the time. All the time. I get super big drag all the time. Yeah, it doesn't even matter anymore. And then y'all think it's funny. That's the shit that is not even funny. Like, then y'all think it's funny when I fucking blow up. Thank you. Now you give leverage to other motherfuckers who make fake tweets about me. So talking about coke, I don't know on fucking coke, bitch. I'm just naturally retarded. Nobody do drugs over here, bitch. I don't do shit.
Damn.
I don't do shit but drink Hennessy and smoke cigarettes. So leave me the fuck alone.
Okay, so Cardi B is saying that
and I barely do that.
She just drinks Hennessy and smokes cigarettes. And so let me
thank you. And
this.
Also, I don't give a fuck if y'all delete your pages. I don't even care.
Do you guys feel that Cardi B?
Did I say on my mouth I was back with somebody?
A celebrity that doesn't.
Did I say it on my motherfucking mouth?
Or do you guys?
So why the fuck is y'all talking shit for?
Their fans at
why
all,
the fuck is y'all talking shit? Fuck out of here. Leave me the fuck alone. I didn't even say nothing. What the fuck y'all keep bothering me for? Huh? Did I confirm anything? Shut the fuck up. About to delete my whole fucking social media because y'all don't shut the fuck up. And it's the same fucking dump, my own fucking fan base. The last time I got dragged was because my fucking fan base. I don't see nobody talking shit but my own fucking fan base. But y'all want to send me a fucking book just to talk shit on the fucking timeline. Did I say on my mouth I was back with somebody? Did I say it on my motherfucking mouth? So why the fuck is y'all talking shit for? Why the fuck is y'all talking shit? Fuck out of here. Leave me the fuck alone. I didn't even say nothing. What the fuck y'all keep bothering me for? Huh? Did I confirm anything? Shut the fuck up. About to delete my whole fucking social media because y'all don't shut the fuck up. And it's the same fucking dump, my own fucking.
Hang on.
Fan base. The last time
Sorry, y'all. So as you guys heard on YouTube there, that is Cardi B going off on her fan base. I mean, I'm in agreement with y'all. Emmanuel said, by the way, y'all, if y'all wondering why I'm having two different conversations, I'm on the Onyx collab on Clubhouse. I've been on the Onyx collab for 3 years. We have made it to 1,500 followers here on Clubhouse. So if you want to join the Onyx collab, click that link in my YouTube bio. You'll be right here with Emmanuel, Michelle, and Alex. They are great people for sure. So Emmanuel is saying it depends on your profession. So depending on your profession is the bigger connection, which I do agree with. Not every profession needs fans. Of course, there's Dr. Pimple Popper, which I truly think that nothing on TLC with that show is faked at all. There ain't no way in hell you can fake popping blackheads and pus on television. There ain't no way in hell you can fake that shit. There ain't no way in hell. Michelle, what is your take on Cardi B saying that she should be a celebrity that shouldn't really interact with her fans? What's your take on that? Sure. So let me go ahead. So let me ask you this, Michelle, because you are a social media legend. How do you feel? No, I give credit where credit is due. Michelle is very gifted at what she does, and she, you're very articulate in knowing your knowledge about social media, how things work, about hashtags and connecting different perspectives and things like that. I mean, you even told me to be a media kid, and you've been saying that to me for the longest time. And there's an update on that I will send you the media kit. Um, but to your articulate point, as you always are articulate, how do you feel celebrities should set boundaries? Because I mean, you got to think about what celebrities, that there are fringes on both sides. There are the fans that are, and I say this about Love and Marriage Huntsville as well. There are the viewers of Love and Marriage Huntsville, and then there are the consumers of Love and Marriage Huntsville. So the viewers, they watch on Saturday nights, they're like, "Oh my God, that really happened." But for the consumers, they're like, "Okay, you dumb ucks, like we already covered this past summer, so the show never turns off." So how do you feel that celebrity should, attend to the fringes of the viewers of that celebrity and the consumers of that celebrity? Mm. I received that. Alex and Manuel, what do y'all think about that? Do y'all agree with Michelle or disagree? Right. Exactly. So basically, from what the Onyx collab is saying here is that, and Michelle gave a great vantage point of, if you don't want us to talk about your business, then don't give us business to talk about. And I definitely will agree with that, because truly, at the beginning, middle, end of the day, we can only judge what you give us, right? So that is that there for sure. Um, as we roll on here, we're almost done with the show, and then I'm going to show the ball drop from Times Square. I know it happened about 2 hours ago, but still, I'm going to show the ball drop here on the YouTube channel. Music icon Shaka Khan explains why she won't be touring anymore, why she's no longer upset with Kanye West through the Wire sample. I found this interesting. This also comes to us from the Jazz brand. Music icon Shaka Khan recently shared things she's letting go in the new year, along with giving up touring for the foreseeable future. That includes residency in Vegas. Now, we all know what Usher did in Vegas and reviving Vegas and the R&B industry. And we talked about this in the Honest Lab. I think the consensus was that, at the end, Michelle, I think you were here for this conversation. I think you said that he did revive the R&B industry. He may put a dent in it, but the R&B industry is more about the players and the makers of the industry. But let me read what Shaka Khan says here. Reportedly, Shaka Khan, real name Yvette Marie Stevens, made it clear that she's done with touring because of the harsh travel conditions. After an interviewer asked why she previously contemplated titling her memoir to Hell and Back in a Limousine, the musician explained, riding a bus, pissing in a little bathroom, wake up in the morning, and you're 5 hours from your hotel where you can take a proper bath and shower and go to bed like a normal human being. Then you got a gig that night. That's freaking insane. She added, it was just insanity. It was just like being a truck driver and performer. It's lonely as all get out. Additionally, the Rock and Roll Hall of Famer says she's ready to focus on more important things like family. The songstress has 2 adult children, daughter Andrea Manini and son Damian Holland, whose children also have children, sharing her intentions to still do shows but have a better work-life balance. Poorly continue. I got this rich, actual social self-life. I've got I got great grandchildren. I want to get to know better, so I will not be doing a tour. I'll do dates, but it won't be another tour. They'll be far enough apart so I can have sleep in between. Taking a look at her career, it's no wonder why Shaka Khan wants to settle down a bit. The I'm Every Woman artist has maintained a self career that has spanned over 5 decades since getting her start in the early 70s. To date, she has earned 10 Grammy Awards, 3 singles, 1 platinum single, 4 golden albums, 2 platinum albums. With her funk man Rufus as well, 3 gold singles, 3 gold albums, and 1 platinum album as a solo artist. So what do y'all think about what Shaka Khan is saying about the fact that she no longer wants to tour because of the grind? What do y'all think about that? Because, I mean, Beyonce, she just did the Renaissance tour, which, I mean, was one of the biggest tours in history, outselling the On the Run tour. So what do y'all think about Shaka Khan not wanting to tour, although it didn't say nothing about the Kanye West through the Wire sample? What do y'all think about Shaka Khan? Yeah, she's 70. I mean, what's understood doesn't need to be explained. I totally agree. I remember MC. By the way, for those of you who may not know MC, he's on a show called Wake Up Chicago on Saturdays on WVON Wake Up Show Chicago. It's on YouTube, so you guys can check that out. But I remember MC saying how he doesn't want a woman that's fertile. That at this point in his life, that he is more about wanting a companion. And I'm using that example of MC. I know he wouldn't mind me using that example because it's spoken out from the Onyx Collab. That in your life there are different levels that require different energy. So in your 20s and 30s, oh yeah, you can handle the grind because it's just you. But to live 70 years of life, what's the point of touring where everybody knows your name, where everybody knows your songs, when all you have to do is wake up and receive a check? Emmanuel and Alex, what do you guys think about Shaka Khan saying that she doesn't want to tour anymore after being 70 years old? Lord Jesus, that Nia Baker thing of kicking people out. I'm like, you already had a thing with Babyface, and so yeah, Nia Baker apparently kicked some people out. Of I think it was Atlanta, I think. Um, so yeah, I think out of Austin, Texas, I think. Um, yeah. I didn't really get why, because Ania Baker is a legend. So I mean, I get that, there are some people that, they want the audience to be in tune with them and to, yeah, no, No, I know, beautiful. I know. It's just the fact of we don't have legends like that, and so I think taking photos is a way for us to preserve that memory. I mean, I remember when Steve Harvey was at Best Fest or he was at Essence, and everybody had the camera phones up, but they weren't applauding. So Steve Harvey was like, "I'm gonna go in the back, and we're gonna redo this again," which is like it's kind of disrespectful because the audience has evolved where camera phones is a way of showing love, but then there's nothing like a performer receiving applause. You know what I mean? But yeah, I thought Nia Baker was kind of out of line because I mean, those fans didn't have to be there. You know what I mean? And a lot of her fans really supported her for getting her catalog. You know what I mean? So. Right. 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 No, for sure. Emmanuel, what's your take on Shaka Khan not wanting to tour at 70 years old? Right. Right. Sure. Correct. Hmm. Right. 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 Mm. Now I received that. So Emmanuel was saying of how his parents had a time period where they knew that they wanted to leave the game, and I think that is important. Knowing when it's time to go. Now, of course, when you retire from what you do, especially when you've done the work to get there, it is difficult to let go. I mean, I've said to my parents, and family and friends, I think I've even said to you guys in the Oscar Lab that, if I ever won Powerball Mega Millions, I won't retire from my media career because it took too long to get here. You know what I mean? Um, and so I feel the same way of at some point in time, I am going to get tired of walking out in front of the audience. as much as I love doing what I do, at some point in time, you rather have your piece than be in pieces 5 days a week. Um, so I do find that interesting. Now, y'all, this next story. Now, for those of you who don't know about Zeus, okay, Zeus is Ratchet television that somehow is successful. So, y'all know the Baddie series, which is off of Bad Club, which was on Oxygen before Oxygen became a true crime network. Well, apparently, according to the Jasmine brand, the next season of Baddies will be in the Caribbean. So here's the preview. So y'all, it's basically a yacht in the preview.
It's your Captain Natalie.
Natalie
and the baddies are heading to the Caribbean.
Well, I hope you had the time of your life.
Let's go, bitches!
So it's called Baddies Caribbean. So, I mean, for those of you who don't know what Baddies is a series that basically is women going all over to different clubs and places trying to get money. There was a great channel here on YouTube. I'm going to try to find them real quick. Let me type in Zeus history. I'm going to mention their channel. I'm not going to play the video because I don't want to get copy struck. But as I find that, what do y'all think about that Baddies is going to the Caribbean? Do y'all think that that's something that you guys will watch, or is that something that you give two damns about? I mean, basically, in so many words, you know what I mean? Baddies, they're known for more of their fights and things like that. But it's just really trash TV. But yeah, that's basically the question. Do y'all think that really going to the Caribbean with the same type of energy is that quality TV, or do you think of the fact that there's an audience for everybody? Okay. Michelle, what's your take on it? Yeah, on Baddies, doing Caribbean offshoot. Okay, human trafficking from Michelle's point of view, and that has been said on YouTube as well. The channel that you guys are seeing here is called the Unpopular Party. 35,600 subscribers. So they go through the truth of the network, and there's other videos about the truth of Zeus Network. So we're going to end it on Dave Chappelle here, and then I'm going to read the Daily Motivator for y'all, and then I'm going to get out of here. I may or may not do a show at 11 a.m. tomorrow morning, because this was the very first show of the new year. But yeah, and I want you guys to take on this too. And by the way, thank y'all for rolling with me. Onyx Collab. Love y'all, value y'all, appreciate y'all for rolling with me as I'm live on YouTube and the Onyx Collab here. So Dave Chappelle has a new special. It's on Netflix, of course, but it says this comes to us from TMZ. Dave Chappelle says more trans jokes in special disable LGBTQIA plus ones too. Dave Chappelle's new Netflix special is more of the same in terms of targeting transgender people, but he's expanded his reach of marginalized people and roping disabled folks too. In his new show, The Dreamer, David Chappelle comes out swinging right out the gate to joke about trans people again. This time, it's telling an elaborate story about meeting Jim Carrey on the set of Man on the Moon and explaining how that reminded him of trans people today. You'll have to watch the special to see how he connects the dots. But basically, he sees between parallels in the very committed pretending Jim did that movie and the trans community. That the first big joke Dave told while he promoted to stop talking about trans people right after, he proceeded to make even more cracks about them throughout the rest of the Dreamer. He jokes about writing a play about a trans woman whose pronouns were Negro and who dies of loneliness because white liberals don't know how to talk to her. Then he went on to say that if he ever got incarcerated, he hoped he'll be in California, where he can identify as a woman and he'll be in prison with females. Where he then said he'll make other inmates suck this girl's dick I got without having to explain himself. That's the gist of his trans jokes. But he also jabbed at people with disabilities, attracting ex-congressman as a call for him, and said that he started making fun of them because they're not organized as the gays, and he loves punching down. There's a lot more material, of course, including his thoughts on the whole Will Smith, Chris Rock, Oscar slap, but all that felt pretty tame compared to this stuff. Even Dave Chappelle name dropped Lil Nas X toward the end of his hour-long set, saying Lil Nas X confronted him about not being in a music video of his, to which Dave ended up pondering something to the effect of, out of all the kids in school who had a dream, Lil Nas X want to be the gayest gay in the world, sliding down a stripper pole and sucking the devil's dick. Indeed, it sounds pretty inflammatory, but it seems Dave was juxtaposing Knox X dream with his own, which is kind of the running theme in his special, that you can make it big. While the anti-trans jokes do sound bad, it don't appear that it they don't appear to be kicking up the same firestorm his 2021 special did 2 years ago, where they were almost the entire focus. It'll be interesting to see what the fallout is here if anyone's people watch for themselves. One thing Dave Chappelle did not address in the special is something he did in real life not that long ago, namely the Israel-Hamas war. Sound like this was filmed well before all that. So what do y'all think about Dave Chappelle? Y'all know he's a comedian. This is what he does. He goes after anyone and everyone. But the fact that he jabbed at people with disabilities, including crack at ex-congressmen, saying that he making fun of them because they're not organized as the gays and he loves punching down, and that if he went to a jail that he would like to identify as a woman and be in prison with females, where he said that he'll make other inmates suck this girl dick I got without having to explain himself. What do y'all think about that? Too far, or is that his right to say what's on his mind? Hey, Just, good to see you, bro. Happy New Year to you. Right. So Justice's take is basically just because you have the right to do it doesn't mean that you should do it. And I do agree. I mean, yes. No, absolutely. No, absolutely correct. I mean, they're saying that it's not kicking up too much from the special from 2021, but I mean to say that, to suck the devil's dick and that people with disabilities are not organized as the gays that he likes punching down. I do think that's going to stir up something. I really do. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Right. 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 Because it seems to me that even though Dave Chappelle is a legend in comedy, he is really pushing the line to see what he can get away with. When we already know that he's a legend in culture. Michelle, Emmanuel, and Alex, what do y'all think about this? Are y'all feeling just his energy of that it is fascism and that is out the way and that is disrespectful, or is it his First Amendment right to be able to say these things even though it is fucking out the way? Mm. Mm. Sure. Mm. So Emmanuel is saying, and by the way, for those of you on YouTube, you're wondering like, why am I having two different conversations? Because I usually go live with the Arts Collab at 10 Central right here on Clubhouse. So if you want to join the Arts Collab, just click that link in my YouTube bio. Excuse me, you'll be right there. So what Emmanuel is saying is that even though Dave Chappelle is a legend in the game, he's become more of a shock jock like Howard Stern, just to get people riled up. And I do agree that I think, at some point in time, you know how like a kid, and I'm using it as an example. You know how a kid, wants to touch the stove, and it's like, what does the stove do, mommy and daddy? It burns you. It doesn't burn you. Well, I'm telling you, it burns. I don't believe it. Yeah, man. Hey, you get you money. That was a Braylonization, everybody. It was a dramatization done by Braylon. But anyway, the point is to that Braylonization and to Michelle's reaction to that Braylonization, it seems like he's the kid that's touching the stove. And it seems like he's not going to be ready for when the stove is going to burn him, if that makes sense. Alex, what's your take on this? Okay, understood. 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 Y'all on YouTube, this is going to be our last story here. I'll read the Daily Motivator and then we'll head out of here. I'm going to still be up with the Onyx collab on Clubhouse. So, like I said, if you want to come on, it's going to be an after party here. So, y'all know that Kanye West has his brand Yeezy because of his anti-Semitic comments about Jews, even though he apologized to Jews. I didn't cover the story about him apologizing to Jews because I feel like he was just trying to save his net worth at that point. I just gave two fucks about it. But Kanye West, Yeezy Pods, big interest from women looking to ditch heels. I would think Kim Kardashian and Skims would be a part of this before Kanye West, but here we go. Kanye West may have launched his latest, and this comes to us from TMZ Hip Hop rather. Kanye West may have launched the latest revolution in women's fashion. His newly released Yeezy Pods are piquing the interest of women who don't want to stand up in high heels all night. On Thursday, Kanye officially dropped his sock shoe hybrid on his official Yeezy.com website, where they're going for $200, which is basically a car payment at this point, or part of rent, or water like gas bill, and appear to be folding up for a packaging similar to a beach chair. I'll play the video here in a minute. Hopefully it doesn't have really hopefully it doesn't have any Kanye West music, because I do not want to be struck. Okay, well, I'll play the video here in a minute. Let me finish reading the story here. Kanye West, or Yee, even though I don't give a damn about Yee, his name is Kanye West, like his mama Donna West named him, has been Euro stepping in the pods for months alongside his wife Bianca Kissori, and the nifty Knicks marked his first crack at football since parting ways with Adidas earlier this year, leaving them with billions of unsold products. And for those of you who may not remember, the CEO of Adidas, who was a white man, by the way, said out his mouth that he doesn't think Kanye West was anti-Semitic in his comments, even though he made the comments that made Adidas, bankrupt financially with Yeezy. Adidas is still around, but that Yeezy partnership took a huge hit. Although the Yeezy Pods haven't attracted the same much attention with sneakerheads as his classic Yeezy boots, they're currently spiking the interest of women hoping not to have to crab walk leaving the club after standing at high heels for hours. Let's see. These new heels are hurt per slippers. These are perfect for wearing on a late night after your feet hurt from heels. You need to tell me that I can fold them and put them away in my purse. I mean, heel wearing female, this is good. The price for the socks is crazy. I need these for when my feet start hurting the club. Fit right in my bag. Definitely fold these in my purse so I can put them on after my stilettos tore me up. Kanye is ready to resume his career after delivering his Hebrew written apology. I almost got to tell y'all that on collab. He wrote it in Hebrew. And I'm just like, dude, if you didn't give a damn about Jews when you said it, why do a Hebrew written apology when you don't give a damn about the Hebrew language? That's just trifling, trash, and disgusting behavior just so you keep your net worth. But anyway, apology to Jewish people. No, I'm serious. For his infamous anti-Semitic outburst, the mea culpa was looked to be ran by artificial intelligence chatbots. But regardless, Kanye West is clearly feeling confident about his market value these days. So what do y'all think about Kanye West stepping into the world of women's shoes when really no one asked him to? And also a Hebrew written apology through the power of artificial intelligence. I'm playing the video of the shoes now on Kanye West's Instagram. So what do y'all think about that? Understood. So Alex thinks that he is crazy. I think that's a lot of people's opinion. Emmanuel, Michelle, and Just, what do y'all think about it? Okay, Michelle has no thoughts. I love it. Right. Right. Mm-hmm. Sure. Right. 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 So just is saying that there are more dots to be connected that he is not connecting, and that he does wish him the best. And I think people are wishing him the best, but I think it's getting a little strained of trying to see anything in him based on his circumstances. But then again, that can be anyone and everyone. By the way, happy clubhouse anniversary to you, just for sure. Emmanuel, what is your take on this with Kanye West? The fact that he's getting into the world of women's shoes, and apparently has written a Hebrew apology through the power of artificial intelligence. So it didn't even really come from him, allegedly. Sure. Mm. So do you? So let me ask you this. So Emmanuel was saying that he used to love the old version of Kanye, but this new version is something that he doesn't feel, and that he would tell his wife not to buy the shoes. Do you feel, Emmanuel, that you would ask your wife not to buy the shoes for the fact of that Kanye doesn't have the capacity, capability, or comprehension for brain cells to form a brain to understand the responsibility of that? Or do you feel of the fact that because he has not shown his character approved enough for women's shoes, that association would not be good for your life or for your household. Right. Sure. Okay. I received that. So Manuel was saying that it would be the latter half of the fact that he hasn't shown himself approved to be in the world of women's fashion, and that association would not be good for them. So I'm going to end it here with the daily motivator here, and then I'm going to be right here in the Onyx collab. So this is the first time that the Onyx collab has heard me live on YouTube. So for those of you in the Onyx collab, that is the link to my YouTube channel that this live will be on. Um, that this live you'll be able to see the replay. I was late to the Onyx collab and to YouTube tonight because I had some friends that wanted to hang out with me. I didn't really want to hang out with them, but it turned out to be better than expected. So we played Smash Brothers, we played Mario Party All Stars, we played this game called Piccolo Park, where it's like this puzzle game. It was a damn good time. I really enjoyed myself, and honestly, I just need to be social. They just wanted to make sure that I got in the house and just didn't feel so alone. So let me do the daily motivator. It is time for the daily motivator from Ralph Morrison. It says here, all children are ours. The only problem is how to remain ours once he grows up. From Pablo Picasso, a great quote there. It's time for the first daily motivator of the year for Monday, January 1st, 2024. My Lord, journey around the sun. You circled around the sun once more along with everyone else. Consider what you learned, experienced, and discovered and abandoned. Now brings a new chance to make good use of all that you've been through, everything that's occurred to your unique existence. Now you can refocus toward meaningful purpose. Give yourself some time to feel how you feel, to care about what you care about. Remind yourself that all of that makes life actually and potentially good. On this waypoint in your journey, you have the power of choice over your thoughts, actions, perspectives, and priorities. That power has been broad and will continue to bring value, beauty, richness, and fulfillment to your world. This is a day to acknowledge what you and the good people surrounding you have accomplished, as flawed as it might be. This is a day that you can be inspired to do better as the hours and weeks and years roll steadily ahead. Sincerely appreciate where you've come from and realistically imagine where you can go. Begin today to make this new journey around the sun your best one yet, Ralph Morrison. I will say the journey around the sun. It is always the hottest, not based on what we go through, but how we handle it. I think every journey around the sun has different levels to it. I know for me, being around the sun for 29 years, there have been times where I've been close to the sun where I've got burnt by the sun, and there's been times where I've been warmed up by the sun. But I think sometimes we need to back away from the sun to collect our peace. And sometimes we need to get close to the sun so we can see how much we can handle. That's the first thing I will say. I think the second thing about the journey around the sun is, from this point on, this waypoint of your journey, you have the power of choice over your thoughts, actions, perspectives, and priorities. And Just, who is in the Onyx collab, is a great example of this, because anytime that Just comes into the Onyx collab, I will say this: I am probably the vinegar of the Onyx collab. He is the honey of the Onyx collab. But I say that in terms of his perspective in education, his perspective in culture, and his perspective in communication of history. And that at the beginning, middle, end of the day, that how far we will rise up in our intelligence is determined by how much we give a fuck about what we want to learn. So sometimes the reason why we don't go around the sun and have a journey around the sun is because we don't put the energy into going around the sun to learn anything. That's the second thing I would say. And finally, the third thing that I would say about the journey around the sun is that don't allow the fact that because of how many years you've been around the sun means that, you know, you've been damaged or you feel like you're in a certain condition. Because guess what? Somebody right now on the first day of the year of January 1st, 2024 feels like a piece of shit. We're not gonna bullshit and just say, oh, you know, it's the first day of the year, it's all sunshine and rainbows and everything's okay. No, somebody is depressed right now. Somebody is trying to figure out how in the world do they lose it from, oh my God, I just made it through 365 days. And I don't know if I have the resources to get through the next 365 days. We're not going to pretend that there are people who have lost a lot and don't know how to gain anything. And so what I will say to you with that, of that journey around the sun, not knowing if you can be able to wake up and have that journey around the sun, know that you're not the only one struggling. And within that struggle does come greatness. Anything that is valuable, anything that is worthy of your time, any time that is of winning the fight at the end of the fight, you have to start the fight in order to win the fight at the end. So that is my 3 points about the journey around the sun. So with that being said, it's time for the best outro on YouTube. Know what you do and do what you know. Never say you want more special, because you are always more a blessing. And trust, you may not be where you want to be, but by the end of it, you'll be where you need to be. Do what you've been chosen to do. Why is one thing to call yourself? It's another thing to be chosen. One love, much love, all love. I have spent time with you. You have spent time with me. And hopefully by spending time together, we're also going to be great together. Always remember what you're doing. Radio, television, YouTube, living your best life, or you are just happy that even though you may not be where you want to be, you're in a brand new year to get it right with good people, like a brother from the Bronx, a sister from, you know, the DMV, and a brother who soul isn't really capable for this world, but is in the world because it needs a soul. And then a brother like me that, well, you may not like me at first, but once you get to know me, I actually do have a soul that's actually for the culture. Make sure the replay is not just for you to watch it, not just for you to listen to it, but for you want to experience it again. I love you. I value you. I appreciate y'all. See you real soon. Good night, everybody. Happy New Year. We're in 2024. Enjoy the fireworks. Good night, everybody.